Good afternoon. I'm A. Allen, and I'm here with Adriana, and you are with Streetwise Live for the next 25 minutes. Adriana Faye is here as my co-host on Streetwise, and she's an intern for Streetwise, and she's a student. Well, I'll let you tell her own story. I'll let her tell her own story. Here's Adriana Faye. Faye, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Sure. I am currently a intern at Streetwise as part of my MSW program for Loyola University Chicago. I've been interning at Streetwise since January, and I've enjoyed all of it so far as it slowly comes to a close. Part of my internship is helping vendors and helping Alan with vendor orientation and finding them spots to sell the magazine and basically finding resources for them. If they need stuff for housing, I help them with that, and just a whole variety of things.
You know, Adriana is truly a lot of help to Streetwise. You know, before she came, you know, it's a lot of things that we had to do and we had to struggle with. But Adriana has been a lot of help. You know, she came in, foot hit the floor and she started running with us. You know, she started helping us do a lot of things and she brought a lot of ideas to the table, you know, for our Streetwise. And she's a very patient and concerned person. And we really love Adriana at Streetwise. We really do, Adriana. You know, a lot of people say, oh, that Adriana, she really helps a lot of people, you know. And you sit at that desk patiently and I know vendors be like, come on, I got to hurry up and get to my spot. Come on, hurry up, help me. Give me what I need so I can get out of here and go make some money. But you patiently sit there and you smile and you give people what they need. And we really, truly appreciate you at Streetwise. You know, you're a student at Loyola and you're working on your master's degree. And tell me this, Adriana, what brought you to Streetwise? Why would you choose to come to Streetwise as an intern?
Sure. Previously in my bachelor's, I obtained a bachelor's in psychology, and I had previous internships. I had previously interned at a juvenile detention center, at a crisis center dealing with children who'd had abuse issues. I had interviewed at a special needs preschool. I'm a firm believer that you have to expand your horizons and challenge yourself, so I really wanted a internship that focused on working with adults. So that was what initially attracted me to Streetwise, and also just when asking around, when I was going on my other internship interviews, everybody said was Streetwise is such a fantastic organization, and I can attest to that now as the intern. So there was not a bad word about anybody, even at other internship interviews. Streetwise is a fantastic organization, and I feel extremely blessed for this to be my first internship in Chicago and just getting to know everybody in Chicago.
Yes, and truly we are thankful that you did choose Streetwise because you have been a lot of help to Streetwise. You know, for the vendors, you know, Streetwise can change a person's life, you know. And when a vendor comes through the door and they wanna do Streetwise, you're one of the first persons that they see, you know. And that's what people need to see is a pretty smile and a kind face and a kind word. We want to invite whoever it may be to come to Streetwise for New Vendors Orientation. Is held every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. Come early so you can have brunch. Coffee. Coffee is on us. And you can get you a hot meal. Come early. And you'll get a chance to see Adriana before she leave, hopefully. You know, we're going to miss you so much. But new orientation is every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. Okay, now, Streetwise is a stepping stone. Streetwise is a stepping stone for any individual that may be unemployed or underemployed, okay, because we help the unemployed become self-employed. You can become an entrepreneur today. You know, you can come to orientation and we'll get your wheels to rolling with 15 free papers. Not only that, Adriana will find you a good location. She'll make you an identification badge that enable you to sell Streetwise legally. And we'll get your wheels to rolling and you can start making money immediately, okay? If you'll be off to a good start being self-employed, okay? So therefore, please consider us as Streetwise. My name is A. Allen, and I'm a field supervisor. I help you get trained. I even come to your location and help you sell your papers just to get your wheels rolling. But nevertheless, we get into the meat and potato part of the meeting. We have an interesting magazine this week. It's called Changing the Way We Fest. Okay, and the fest part, it relates to festival, okay? Chicago is known for their festivals, okay? And right now we have the Lollapalooza going on, okay? We just had the Pitchfork, and so we have the Lollapalooza going on. And the Changing the Way We Fest is another way of saying change the way we party, okay? Change the way we fest. And the music festival is a huge part of Chicago's summer calendar of festival events, and it's a great opportunity for a lot of things. Okay, Harmonium is, I'll let you tell about it. Tell us a little bit about Harmonium.
So Harmonium is a wonderful nonprofit that was created originally at the Bonnaroo Music Festival in 2002. What Harmonium looks to do is Harmonium understands that with this festival culture, a lot of drugs and alcohol kind of go hand in hand. And sometimes people can abuse these drugs or just are having a hard time and they don't know what to do. And the festival kind of, Harmonium hopes to kind of change the way we fest, as the issue's titled. They provide resources at festivals for things such as substance abuse, alcohol abuse, and other resources that you could need depending on which city you're in. So they really are trying to destigmatize what surrounds festivals in terms of the only way you can have fun is if you're abusing drugs. So they're a wonderful nonprofit that's kind of trying to change the way that we fest and providing people resources in an environment where things can get out of hand, but also things are a safe space at festivals. They want to see the artists and they want to party in a way that they remember. So.
Yeah, sober, and so, that was interesting to me because I've been sober going on 10 years now, and frankly speaking, I knew nothing about Harmonium, but now that I know it, now I know I could go to a concert and have a good time and still be around sober people, because the way they explain it in the article is that these people set up tents. They set up tents where these people get together. They don't have drinking. They don't have drugging. And the way I learned about this is I was coming to current events, and this is something that Adriana holds every Tuesday. If you're a Streetwise vendor and you want to know what's in the magazine, so how can you sell the magazine if you don't know what's in it? A woman asked me one time, she said, "Why should I buy the Streetwise?" And I say, "So you can read it." And she said, "Well, what's in it?" And then I say, "I don't know, you have to buy it to read it." And that was probably one of the worst things I could ever say. Okay, buy the magazine to read it. And she was like, "So what you're saying is you don't know what's in the magazine. You haven't read it yourself." And I was like, "No, I haven't read it." And that was the most embarrassing thing I could ever say about being a salesman for Streetwise. And so from that day forth, I've made it my business to come to current events. And this is one of the events that Adriana holds every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. I make it my business to be there, and she's very informative on a lot of subjects. Like I read in here about the,
Bonnaroo, yep.
Bonnaroo and Coachella, and it's sort of like Lollapalooza in other states, right?
Yes, yep. Bonnaroo is a southern festival that's held every year, and Coachella's most notably in California in the middle of the desert. Beyonce headlined there last year, so it got a lot of press.
Right, that's how I heard about it, Beyonce. I think they filmed that and it was
They
on
did,
TV.
yes. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a wonderful performance.
Yes,
it's awesome.
it is. Yes, it is. That's where I heard that word Coachella. she was at Coachella, right? And so it was a wonderful concert. I mean, a lot of lights.
Yeah.
And she did a wonderful performance. And I was wondering, I'm not trying to make this on Beyonce, but I was wondering why so many people go to her concert. But when I saw that video, I understood. Okay, now, speaking of video, we have a video here we'd like to show you. Let me see. Let's get it enlarged.
Yep, right there.
This mouse. Oh, good Lord. Here, try it, please. Can you see it?
Oh, wait, go back. Hey, oh, there it goes.
Okay, here we go. Start.
Yep.
Okay, play. Play.
When you see me in the street, what do you see? Do you see someone who rises before the sun every morning to catch the L at 95th and the Dan Ryan, headed towards the Ogilvy station to get the train to Glencoe, just in time for the morning rush? Do you see the long day ahead of me, my struggles, what I go through? Standing in the rain, under the sun, against the wind or covered with snow. Many hours filled with rejections. Do you see my hand stretched out with a magazine, which I bought for 90 cents and sold to you for $2? When you see me on the street, what do you see? Do you see my smile that greets you? Hoping to demonstrate what I've learned about selling from mentors who believe in my potential. Do you see my confidence strengthen from having access to food, shelter, and clothing, restoring my dignity and self-respect? Do you see my dream for a new journey? An opportunity for transitioning to a career where I can learn new skills and grow? Can you imagine what would happen if you took a chance and hired me? I know you will feel my gratitude. And I know you feel my hope that more people will get the same care and respect that I found at Streetwise, that showed me the way to this place and this moment, so you can see me and know me and believe in what I can become.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see me? Okay. Hope for the day. Okay, hope for the day. Let's go to the over here. Hope for the day. Now, this is about people that commit suicide. I just wanted to throw that in about the Streetwise vendors, but hope for the day is another way we can change the way we fast or the way we party. And hope for the day keeps in mind the people that commit suicide, right?
Yep.
Okay, this is a 501c3 nonprofit organization founded in 2011. And what they do is they honor and acknowledge the people that have committed suicide. And they sort of put out there ways of preventing suicide because they have a lot of hotline numbers, okay? Hotline numbers, let's see, I'm gonna put that on the overhead, the hotline numbers. You can find this in your Streetwise. These are the hotline numbers: substance abuse and mental health services, Trevor, Lifeline, suicide prevention, Lifeline, assault, sexual assault hotline, and many more resources at hftd.org. Okay, and this is another way. You know, I have seen the expression of have hope. It's okay to be okay, It's okay. And this is a part of their organization to let you know. You know, they're thinking about the people that committed suicide, because while you out there partying and having fun and getting high, somebody is thinking about killing themselves. And that's not a good thing. You know, so Streetwise covering that as a way of changing the way we party. Okay? Not only that, but we
And
also...
we just want to mention that Hope for the Day is a Chicago-based
Oh, is it?
nonprofit. So if you see them out at festivals, go and get the free resources that they have.
Hope for the Day, yes. See, that's the reason why we enjoy Adriana at our current events. And current events is held for Streetwise vendors. If a person can't read, even if you can't read, you can come and participate in current events and hear about what's going on in the magazine, because we go through basically the whole magazine. And what we cover, you know, all you have to do is listen, and then you'll get a chance to participate. So when a customer come and ask you about what's in the magazine, you can tell them like a professional, you know, this, that, Music Cares. And Music Cares is about, Adriana, I'll let you tell
Sure.
us.
So Music Cares is associated with the Grammy Foundation, so basically the Recording Academy for Music in the United States. Music Cares is an incredible foundation that does a ton of work, not only just with music, but also with healthcare, as we found out in the magazine this week. Music Cares originally focused on obtaining more music education for kids across the U.S. because, unfortunately, with the status of how things are right now, music and arts programs are the first programs to be cut across the United States in terms of school systems. So Music Cares works for that. And then, as I had mentioned before, Music Cares also works with people who are in the recording industry who may not have stable insurance benefits or benefits in general. All you have to do is have been in the music industry for 5 years, and they will help you find resources and hopefully obtain insurance at some point in your life. I think a common misconception about the music industry is that everybody is able to be successful and have all the benefits, and as our article indicates, this isn't always the case.
So if you're an upcoming artist and you're really into music and you don't have insurance, but you have participated, I think the article do say if you have like maybe 4 or 5 tracks of music, you know, that you have recorded, then you're entitled to health care.
Yep.
You know, we did an article a while back about dancers having health care. Okay, that's for like professional dancers, not for like pole dancers, because the question did come up. You know, can a striptease dancer get the benefits of medical benefits? And no, it didn't apply to that. This only applied to like music, and what you brought up in current events was very, you know, relevant to me, because I do know, because when I was in high school, they was making cuts. They was thinking about cutting the music and the art classes out. Okay, that's the first to go, the music and the art. And so when you say Music Care participates in trying to keep the music and art in school, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that. You know, so that was good to know. So thank you for current events. And our next one is Our Music, Our Body. Okay, and they use the OMB. Okay, Our Music, Our Body. Let me put the overhead right there. Our Music, Our Body, okay? And I speak a little bit on that. That's like to protect people that's being taken advantage of, that's trying to break into the music industry, and people want to take advantage of their bodies, you know, sexually, and say, well, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do in order to be successful at this business, you know. You don't have to use your body if you have a voice, okay? You come to sing, you don't even come to lay down, okay? And so therefore, that's a very good article, Our Music, Our Bodies, okay? And then last but not least, Rock the Earth. I really like to Rock the Earth, and this is what I call keeping it simple. Can you see it? Oh,
Yep,
okay.
there we go. We got it.
Rock the Earth, yeah. This to me is like keeping it simple as far as changing the fest. You know, because a lot of trash is being thrown out. Let me get a zoom on this.
Yeah.
Where is it at? Yeah, like after the Lollapalooza, I even see people on the trains, you know, they have a lot of mud on. They throw a lot of trash on the line. to keeping the parks clean, reduce, refuse or recycle. All of that is a part of just changing the way we fest. Okay, normally this magazine that's out now will be dedicated to Lollapalooza. Okay, who's gonna be there? Who's performing? What stage they on? And all that. But this year, it's like changing the way we fest. You know, it's like taking a new look at an old friend, like Jewel say, take a new look at an old friend. Okay, and so we're changing the way we party and fest. And I'd like to remind you all, okay, if you're not a supporter of Streetwise, maybe you would like to become a supporter of Streetwise, and you don't have to have cash. Guess what? We have Venmo now. No cash, no problem. Okay, you can pay by the way of Venmo. Venmo, okay, comes directly to the vendor in the office. They can buy papers or they can get the cash for Venmo. And a little bit about Streetwise is Streetwise pays every day. Streetwise is immediate employment. Okay, Streetwise give you an immediate income. Okay, Streetwise have employment opportunities available. We do have an employment program. We have Miss Maloney. She's over the program. If you're interested, you can call 773-334-6600. You can recover your self-esteem. You can get your life back. You don't have to be a panhandler. You can come to Streetwise and earn an honest living. Okay, we have social services available. Adriana Faye will help you out with that. If you hurry up and come before you leave, you can come and see this beautiful smile in person. Okay, like I say, orientation is every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock at Streetwise, and it's at 4455 North Broadway. All you have to do is take the red line and get off on Wilson and come right around the corner, and you're right at our headquarters. Come up to the third floor. We're in suite 350. Okay, we'll get you started in orientation. Orientation usually lasts about an hour, maybe two. But orientation used to be like for 4 days when Streetwise first started, because I remember I was there. I went the first day and told them I won't be back. Okay, but you be your own boss. You make your own hours. You get free magazines. You get 15 in one day. You get brunch coffee. You get access to the computer, the internet. You can use the telephone. You'll get a license to sell the magazines. You'll get an identification badge upon qualification. Identification badge will have your picture on it. You can use it in your wallet. You can use it as an ID. You know, people respect Streetwise. You can also get clothing. We have hygiene kits, and we'll give you a salesmanship class. So make your way down to Streetwise and come to Streetwise New Vendors Orientation every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. Now for our guests, you know, I'm so glad to have Adriana here, and I would like to say, okay, now that you been interning for Streetwise and you about to move on, what is the next step for you?
So the next step for me is that I will be ending my internship very, very, very soon. Unfortunately, but at the same time, I'll be able to take all the skills that I have learned from Streetwise and apply them to my new internship. I will be doing an internship in the Chicago Public Schools this next year. I don't know which one yet, but I'm excited to get my hands in there and get better acquainted with the children and teens of Chicago. They're our next generation, so I'm excited to see what they can teach me and what I can teach them, and it's going to be a mutual awesome relationship, so I'm excited to start that and see where that goes.
That's going to be wonderful, because you have truly developed a relationship with the vendors at Streetwise, and we love you at Streetwise, and we really do wish you the best, you know, of success in your career, because you have left us with a lot, you know, and I hope you learned something from us, but we have truly learned from you, especially in current events, okay? Any Streetwise vendor, we have a lot of Streetwise vendors that do attend current events, which you wasn't there today, but nevertheless, don't miss the next one, because you might miss Adriana, okay? You will be doing one more, right?
I will be doing one more, and I will also be doing one more Sportswise, which I also co-host. So if you love talking about sports, come see us at 1 o'clock on Tuesdays. So
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Adriana Faye. You know, one of our beloved interns, which is moving on to bigger and better things, and we wish her well. We bid her Godspeed. And thank you for coming out to our show, Adriana.
I appreciate it,
Thank you so
yeah.
much. Yeah, so this is Streetwise. We thank you all for tuning us in, and come back and see us same time, same station. You know, we'll be here 3:30 every Tuesday, okay? Just come tune us in, 3:30 every Tuesday.